That's right, you're getting an allowance. As in, I'm allowing you to keep 10%, and I'm allowing you to keep drawing breath on this earth. Now you either get down, or you lie down. What's it gonna be, sunshine? You are now going off with RC and Muse. Muse, how you doing?
I'm sitting alone in my desolate room. No lights? No music? I killed everyone. How about you?
I was listening to this new metal podcast, and they're talking about how, and let me know how this idea hits you. 9/11 killed new metal.
Oh!
That is what I hear a lot of people say. And the biggest exemplar that they give is System of a Down, whose very political and controversial album happened to come out on 9/11. And it was like a thing where like their next albums like immediately didn't do as well, you know? A lot of their songs were apparently like censored like on the radio like right after that, right? Like,
oh,
that was,
yeah.
Well.
Yeah, a lot of that shit. A lot of Rage's stuff was censored too. They didn't get hardly any radio play there for a while. If anyone out there wants to look up a list of songs that were barred from radio play after 9/11, any song with lyrics having to do with planes, like, at all. It was really ridiculous.
Like, that was the problem. Like,
I've seen people point it out before that I don't think it gets talked about enough about how, like, people nowadays talk about how censorship is running amok. You really, if you didn't live through, like, 9/11 and notice how, like, any type of like Dixie Chick stuff, like any criticism was frowned upon, especially with, like I was talking about on the radio, with songs like fucking Leaving on a Jet Plane, or like 747 coming out of the sky. Like any innocuous song, if it has a lyric that has to do with fucking planes, it wasn't getting radio play. It was really ridiculous, walking on eggshells, and then you got the fucking Freedom Fries bit. But there's a whole lot of 2001, 2002 shenanigans that I'm sure other shows have gone in great detail with. I'm sitting over here thinking about whether or not, if I remembered, nu metal as a genre really surviving after that. I know Korn had a few more albums after that.
Right? Like, there was...
The style definitely changed, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, late 90s, like, nu metal is like, doesn't give a fuck and it's doing whatever it wants.
Right.
And then by the time you get to, like, I think about 2002, it's like POD type of, you know, I feel so alive, you know, like...
I was just sitting over here thinking, like, Korn went from Freak on a Leash and all that to, like, that Word Up cover, and then I'm sitting over here thinking about Limp Bizkit and how Limp Bizkit went from fucking for the nookie to you don't know what it's like. They fucking changed their shit up. I never thought about that. Yeah, like
they calmed right the fuck down.
Everyone tried to adjust real quick, and it's funny. Like we went from. If you want to think about how it was right around 2001 or whatever, my mind went immediately to Weird Al's Angry White Boy Polka.
That's true, because that came out, like, at that time, right? Like, 2001.
Yeah, and it had, like, POD in it. It had, like, I think, like, the Vines and the Hives were in there.
I can sing you that entire thing. Like,
you know, it's funny. Like, I'm sitting over here like, yeah, I don't know. As soon as the music starts, though, I'd probably be able to do it, too.
You're like, yeah, I'm on the outside, I'm looking in. We are.
You're the nation.
What were you going to say?
I think that one for me... Although at this point, all of them might be that for me, would probably be the alternative polka from Bad Hair Day, the like 96 album. One? It starts with Loser, and it's got like Foo Fighters and shit in that one.
Oh, I can't remember how that one goes. Angry White Boy Polka was like my one, and it was probably just because like that was the one that I happened to grow up with the songs that were immediately around me that I could know, you know?
That's why alternative polka is that for me, that fucking age gap.
But yeah, but the thing about it is, it's like, I didn't necessarily know all of those songs, I just knew them like by proxy, like, oh, I know I've heard that hook, I know I've heard that hook, but then I like like began listening to it so much. So I was just like, well, now I've got to know what these songs are. And I remember, I think one of the earlier ones being like, oh yeah, I've heard that System of a Down song a lot. I want to hear more of their stuff because isn't their stuff like kind of crazy and fun? And then being like, oh my God, I love System of a Down.
You reminded me, talking about Weird Al getting into stuff, I might have mentioned this before, but I can credit Weird Al with so much of my early music taste, it's ridiculous. So, in 3D, the first polka on there, Polkas on 45, starts with Devo. And I never listened to Devo before.
Oh, wow.
I was curious what is like, they tell us that we lost our tails evolving up from little snails. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? And then it was like, we are Devo, D-E-V-O. And I was like, oh, okay, I could look that up. I know what that is. And I looked it up and I was like, holy shit, this album's weird as hell. And then going on, listening to the song Dog Eat Dog off Polka Party. And I was like, this is a really weird aesthetic. What? Why is he talking like this? Like he's like a robot. And then I looked it up. I was like, oh, it's supposed to sound like Talking Heads. What do they sound like? Oh shit, they're amazing. Like it's so much gateway shit. I remember it kind of warped my opinion of artists by proxy of him too. Like I never really listened to Coolio, but I remember as a kid thinking, oh well, Coolio's a dick because he dissed Weird Al.
Sure.
And
right, like, same thing with Prince, where it was just like, what? You wouldn't let him do it? Yeah, like, come on now.
Did you see what I posted on Twitter?
What? Wait, what?
It's the video for... I think it's the video for Party Man. It's a music video. It's an official music video for a song that Prince did for the Batman.
Yeah, that's from the Batman soundtrack, yeah.
And in all those music videos, God, it's so fucking dope. Prince is like half made up like the Joker.
Oh, nice.
And there's a part in that music video where a guy has a cigar in his mouth and he leans into frame and he's got glasses and he's got curly brown hair and Prince holds up like a lighter to the cigar and the cigar explodes in the guy's face. And apparently that was supposed to be a guy dressing, like being a stand-in representing Weird Al.
Are you serious? Oh my God.
And someone was like, Prince, like, I love your music, but you are one of the pettiest motherfuckers in music.
What I thought you were going to say was that, actually, Weird Al was actually cool with Prince. They were actually cool because he was in the video. It was a fun little jokey thing.
God,
but no, it was purely there to be like, I'll show that asshole. I was because that's what they did like in fucking videos back then, right? Whenever they wanted to be like, this guy's a dick, let me show them being a buffoon in this 4-minute video where everything is kind of contrived in general, so why not throw a little diss in there? But that's so mad unnecessary. What the fuck did Weird Al do?
I love that quote. So it's he's doing the press junkets for UHF.
It's kind of like Purple Rain, except it's intentionally funny, and I think that's the main difference.
We've got Scarface, The Diary, requested by Michael Adamvich. And if there is an album that you would like to hear us talk about, head on over to our Ko-fi. That is ko-fi.com/goinoff. That's GOINOFF. We've seen The Diary in the queue for a while now. And I never fucked with the Ghetto Boys, and I never fucked with Scarface. I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised by Scarface.
Right?
But I definitely think, especially for the time, 1994, this does feel ahead of its time.
Right? Like, I was listening to, like, some of the production on this just had, like, that sort of feel of, like, this doesn't sound like any other rapper from the South, from the 90s is putting out an album. What's it going to sound like? Oh, if it's not Outkast, it either sounds just kind of like, Tenny or whatever, 3 6 Mafia Masterpiece. I mean, it can still be good, right? Like, we listen to Mystical's album, you can still be like a good rapper, but there is that sort of level of like, well, because, they're working with certain limitations, stuff's just not going to sound the same level. They're still doing the thing with some of the... That is not the case with this album. like almost every track sounds like, what the fuck? Like legit, every track on this album sounds like it did legit come out like 5 years later, because the production just sounds so, like I kept having to look like 1994, like because everything just sounded so goddamn good. And I was looking at stuff and like notes and shit like that, and it would be like him saying like, yeah man, I don't like put out a track, I take a really long time to put out shit, so you know I try to make sure it sounds good, man. So like yeah, and it's like reading every like track felt like he was like humble bragging, where he's just like, oh man, you know, I didn't, like, I was just kind of like, I know I take a really long time to do my shit, but, like, you know, I just want to make sure it sounded good, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, with every time I'm reading that, I'm going, like, I'm just hearing it trying to be like, yeah, no, that paid off too. And like, you know, as I'm hearing this fucking track, so just starting with the intro, okay, so just to place you in where we're placed when we hear this album, it so sounds like a John Singleton serious black 90s movie, where it's like, oh, there's like an orchestra in there, but there's still that like weird cheap sounding synth, you know, but like it's there to like, you know, like this is the sound of like the 90s, right, like in black filmmaking, but like it still kind of has this like, but we are kind of on a budget, but you know, we're still trying to give you that emotional feeling, you know what I mean? So it was like already, so I'm like, okay, you got a bit of aspiration with what you're doing on this album, okay. And you keep expecting, at least for me, I kept expecting there to be like a joke of like the record scratch, like, no, fuck that, but it's like, no, they just kind of let it play out, like it's like a serious moment. I'm like, oh, so you're like setting the stage right now, you know what I'm saying? His personality just hits you in a way that, like, again, as I listen to other, like, even other rappers that would have been respected at the time, like UGK, like, I still get that feeling like, yo, but this still feels like it's on, like, another level with how he's, like, this feels like a fully presented project. Like, it's not just like, oh, yeah, I made this, like, fucking gangster rap song, but, like, yeah, this is a gangster rap song, but I'm telling you a story about how I'm killing this motherfucker and coming to his funeral just to make sure the goddamn dude's there. Oh my god, that fucking part. So he starts off with the lyrics where he has the part where he says, apparently you haven't heard of me. It's gonna take more motherfuckers than in the compound to murder me. I fucks up vision like a sand shower. You going up against a stacked deck, nigga. Now where your manpower? You know, just the way he just presents shit. And then, like, after the hook, where you just hear, like, it sounds like a little skit where someone's like, you know, what's up, boy? Oh, what's up, face? Oh, what's going on? Yeah, where that nigga at? It's like, oh, he back there in the emergency room. Oh, is he dead? Oh, I don't know, man. Well, I'm finna bust this bitch again. And then the singer verse starts, you're like, oh my god. And like, and as it starts to eat, like, you actually hear him saying, I see your mama in the waiting room, steady crying. And so it's like, oh god. Like, it continues, you know?
I really do love the personality on the album. I think some songs have it stronger than others, and those are the ones I ended up enjoying more. Later in the album, on songs like Going Down and Hand of the Dead Body and Mind Playing Tricks, those three back-to-back, two-back, I think are some of the strongest on the record for me.
Hell yeah.
I thought it was a little slow to get started with White Sheet. Like, I didn't dislike any song on here. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. There's nothing below a 3. We didn't really talk about it, but if you're on Genius and you look up the intro track, someone took time to put brackets, piano intro, gunshots. That's it. I really like the songs, and I'm surprised there's more than one on here, because it's kind of treated as a gimmick sometimes, where there's just really long verses and no choruses. That's what we get on No Tears, just a solid, single, long verse. And it comes up again later, at least a few times, where, like on See a Man Die specifically, where there's no chorus, just 3 long verses. And it's just like, he knew what his strengths were, you know? Like, I wish they would have done that more in the DMX cut, where it's like, you don't need the catchy choruses. These aren't getting radio play anyway. Just keep hitting me with verses.
Right. Let me see. Going into it, Jesse James, I really enjoy. Now I can see that. What?
I pulled my 45 and buck. And right before he died, I fuck. I could give a motherfucker about the sentence. I snatch your ass off the hinges because I'm screaming for vengeance. Screaming for
It's like, what's happening?
He is fucking going for it. I love that shit. Give me more of that, please.
And then right after that, like, so that's a bit of a, more heightened line, but after that, he says, like, because life has no meaning. We were all born to die, so no screaming. Like, it's just that sort of like, no, you're gonna take this like a man. Like, it's like, oh my God.
I love how the switch up of the energy and the delivery is so effortless
like,
on
no
some of
one
these tracks.
sounds like this, you know?
It's like prog rock rapping, if that makes sense.
Because there's so much like, oh my, you're so right. There's so much like switch up and taking you different places with just how his voice is like laying out on the track as the track goes. G's was one of the filler tracks, I thought, but it was like one of those things where like, yeah, but this still sounds good. Like, you know, it's like as I was listening to it, it was like, yeah, there's nothing really important about this track, but just the fact that it still like has me bopping with the beat, with the fucking like West Coast synthy horror of it. You know what I mean?
Killing don't make us different, and dying don't make it no different, cause I done been to more wakes in the past year than the motherfucking Bengals lost last year.
I was like, hey man, you have to come for them like that.
That's the fucking cheap heat, the fucking boo, the Bengals fans coming for your ass. I just wasn't a big fan of the just a motherfucking G.
Yeah, it is like, that's what it was. It was just like, what is the song supposed to be saying? Like, what do you see on your block? Oh, some motherfucking G's. Well, oh, cool. What a coincidence. I see those on my block too.
Like, I do hate to say it, especially because it comes up later. But there are some tracks on here, kind of like White Sheet, definitely on G's, where it feels like this is something that, like, Ice Cube did better. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, especially concerning, like, especially Ice Cube at that time, yeah. And before,
and to fucking see him show up later.
Right? That was such man. And you love that in early hip hop where they wouldn't say what the features were, because I didn't see any like feature thing on it. That's what they do in the 90s hip hop shit. They won't say who the feature is, and you'll just be like, wait, his voice sounds kind of different, but is that still him? And then all of a sudden they'll bring up the name and be like, oh, that was them.
That fucking God. I love that track, which, man, Ice Cube was on Burn Hollywood Burn, wasn't he?
Yes.
The Public Enemy song?
Yes.
That's the fucking song this reminded me of. Because it's literally, in Burn Hollywood Burn, it's just like tearing down the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
And in this track, they're basically doing the same thing.
You're so
but
right. Yes,
it's from a different angle of saying, like, y'all are acting like rap music is so violent and all this and that. You're saying all this, but you'll watch a movie where Clint Eastwood blows motherfuckers away and like, all the shit on TV is just as violent, and y'all eat that shit up. So he's like, this is mainstream entertainment that white people eat the fuck up on a nightly basis. Right. And y'all have the nerve to turn around and fucking call our shit like lowbrow and violent.
Oh,
it's like, look in the fucking mirror.
Yes.
Fucking the line, David Duke's got a shotgun, so why you get upset cause I got one?
Right.
Come on!
And then with that one lyric where he says, they claim we a threat to society, and now they calling on the government to try and make somebody quiet me for the bullshit they did to me. Gangsta, Nip, Spice, One, and Tupac ain't never gave a gun to me. And it's like, so gangsta rap ain't done shit for that. I've even seen white folks from River Oaks go and get the gas. So why you trying to get some dust up? Americans been known for blaming us niggas for when they fuck up. And it's just like, oh my God.
Hand of the Dead Body got the highest rating for me. That is the strongest cut on the record for me.
Jesus Christ. And just the way it's introed by like...
Yeah, I was just gonna say that!
Then, like before even the song's like this before, where it's like you're hearing like actual like news, like, oh man, like these dead bodies, all these sort of things are found, like horrible things going on in real life, and then it switches over and you hear this woman is like...
In world news today, officials agree that rapper Brad Jordan, alias Scarface, must be stopped. After being monitored by Secret Service agents for 2 years, evidence leads tobacco and firearms official to believe that his literally dope lyrics promote drug usage and distribution, degrade women, influence gambling, promote and teach violence, and more importantly, its influence assaulting our minors and destroying our young community. He must be stopped. The literally dope lyrics.
you know what I love? Though? This is like the actual cool music video that you'd see of like, you know, they get some like big name actor, who like Dennis Hopper or something like that to be, you know, the big name boss and be like, we have to stop that so and so rapper from getting their album out. But like, it would actually be a funny, cheeky thing, like because like, oh yeah, Scarface is like, you know, doing hardcore raps and people think he's a big deal. Like, it would work for like a Scarface, but like the person who'd actually get the budget for that would be like a fucking P. Diddy. And you're like, oh, we have to stop the No Way Out album for getting, oh no, the kids can't hear P. Diddy's rhymes about fucking flossing his bins. They might get in there and they can get one too. Might be a danger to you. You know what I mean? Like, no one's fucking afraid of P. Diddy. Like, but people were afraid of Scarface.
Scarface is a fucking legitimate threat here because of this fucking... yeah, man.
Oh, God. You love it, though.
I liked the 1-2 punch of, well, actually, nope, I skipped See a Man Die. Fuck, can't do that.
Man.
Can't skip that one.
What a fucking track. I think that was one of the ones where he had said, it's like, yeah, like, I like smoked some weed and like made that track, and I thought it sounded awesome. And then I like didn't listen to it and came back to a couple of weeks later, and I was like, okay, it still sounds as cool as when I smoked weed, so.
Like, oh, good, it's still awesome. What a relief. Yeah. Ooh, fuck me.
Oh, my Lord. Like,
that's solid.
This is what I'm fucking talking about when I say, like, you know, we have gangster rap, and it's like, fine, yeah, you can do the rah-rah shit, and that's fine, it's cool, and it has its place, but it's like, when you make it, like, matter, when you make a gangster rap song that sounds like, and this is what this is really like, this is showing you the weight of death and the weight of all this shit, like, that's the gangster rap shit that I love, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We're like, it's not just, oh, it's funny, oh, hey, you know, suburban white boy, isn't watching Black Death real fun and cute, you know, far away from, you know what I mean? Like, that's what the feel gets with a lot of, like, people who are like, oh, well, because I'm black, I gotta be hard. They gotta do the hardcore shit, but it's just like, okay, but who is this really for, though? You know what I mean? But when you make it real and you make it like, no, we can talk about this shit, but don't escape the reality of what this feels like for people. That's what I See a Man Die. It's the quintessential, like, fucking holy goddamn shit. This is what it's like to see someone die and have to live with it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my Lord. The fucking lyrics on this goddamn song. Oh, man. I don't even know if I can... It's just... You just gotta listen to this one.
Yeah.
I can't do that one justice.
The verses are way too long. You'd be quoting the whole thing.
Yeah. Oh, my Lord.
Which is funny that right after See a Man Die, we get 3 tracks back to back to back that are all just like fucking around fun tracks.
You know what? Scarface, he saw himself going to a bit of a dark place, and he was like, you know what? Let me chill for a second. The next track, when I heard this track, I was like, first of all, just the fucking production of this goddamn track. I was like,
yes.
Yo, this should have been like the Southern Gin and Juice type of shit. Like, this sounds like some, like, I feel like I'm in the goddamn janky ass house party, the fucking block party where everyone's like drinking, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit is hazy as shit. Fuckers, you know, talking, motherfuckers are freestyling outside, you know, to the beat that they hear. Like, it sounds like some fucking, like, cool ass, like, the black community's hanging out and shit, like, you know, on a Saturday. Like, that's what this fucking track sounds like, just in the fucking hook and shit. And just like the hook, it just sounds so cool. It's like, hey, 1, grab me some more of them drinks. 2, get some of them chicks to go over here. You know what I mean? And the way every verse ends, which is like, oh yeah, before we start to fucking, I gotta ask you this. 1, go grab me that thing. Like, the way they bring it back to the hook is so cool. I love that sort of shit. You know what I mean?
1 was like ooh, okay, what we got going on here? Trying to fuck track. But for me, the problem I had was it had my interest. Every verse of like, well, I gotta know what happens next. I gotta know where the story goes.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't really go.
Yeah, you're
anywhere.
Right. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
But then the fact that they've got Going Down, which is essentially the same song,
right?
Again, the fact that they have them back to back is weird.
I love this track.
It's just such a fun and funky as hell intro.
Right. And the fact that the hook is sampling like the verse part of 99 Love Balloons is so cool.
Who the fuck would think to do that?
As I was listening to the song and hearing it happening, I was just like, what?
Wait a second. Please excuse my attitude. Sorry if I'm being rude, but I've got something to say to you. Hoping you won't lose your cool. Like, come on! That's so dope! That's so fucking dope.
It's so the perfect playful, like, because again, like, you know, he's a hardcore, like, MC dude, but, like, you know, there's still different facets of you, right? But, and I felt like he does it here believably too, right? Because, you know, you hear those fucking, you know, rappers at the time, like, an Insane Clown Posse track or something like that, where they're like, oh, I gotta do the softest sounding song, but, like, you can tell their really heart's not in it, and at the same time, like, they're not, it's not that they're not, like, taking it seriously, because he's having fun here, too, but, like, it's so much more just, like, not still, like, in the same way that on these other tracks, you know, there's a theme, but he still brings, like, a level of lyricism to it, and a level of bringing you an actual story to it, and he still does that here, despite it still being, like, a fun track, right? Because, like, there's lyrics on here, because, again, you know how I feel about in general, it's just, like, you can be the rap douchebag, just be funny about it, you know, like, if I have to hear a million songs about Drake, like, picking up my girl or whatever the fuck, because, you know, that's what it was in the 2010s for, like, 5 straight solid years. It was some verse about Drake's, like, at least be, like, the funny douchebag, right? So, yeah, there's one lyric on here where he says, she used to go to Thomas. I slowed my roll because she just might be one of my homies' baby mamas. Now, where your man's at? She said, gone at work. Gave me the look. I cracked a smile and thinking, gone and flirt. My homies' women ain't no thing to me, because if they caught one of my hoes, they do the same to me. Like, just it's like, look, fuck it. It's like, oh, damn, then, you know, like, when someone so doesn't give a fuck, you just kind of have to respect it. And then, I gotta say, Mind Playing Tricks on Me, 94, better than the original, I gotta fucking say.
Yeah, fucking turned it on its ear and made it a whole new thing.
Yeah,
the fucking beat was awesome too.
Right, like it was updated. Wu-Tang Clan also did this, right? You had the Can It Be So Simple on the first album, and then, you know, when they do the solo album, oh, here's the remix of Can It Be, you know, like, but it's always like, but it never sounds like, it never captures that same energy as the original. Like, you know why they're doing it, because, hey, you know, we gotta bring it back on them, you know, but it's like, it's never like the, oh, but I wouldn't rather listen to this remix than the original, but, yo, straight up, of course, there's the, like, specific novelty factor of just the way the original song sounds that you want to listen to, but, yo, I could see being like, nah, but instead of listening to that one, listen to this one. Like, it takes away the horrorcore element of it and makes it a lot more slick and funny with what he's saying, and it's just so much, like, oh my god, it is so dope. It is so unexpectedly dope. Like, definitely listen to the fucking Minds Playing Tricks remix. Oh my god.
Because it's just the way it turns the fucking, like, the first verse instead is just like, hey, I thought this girl was into me, but mine was playing oh, come on. Yes. And it, like, takes a different direction.
Right.
So fucking good.
That's what he does. Like, the first 2 lyrics will be like, oh, yeah, I remember that lyric from the original. And then he spins it into a new context. It's like, that is so cool. Like, that's what you want, you know?
I think the reason I never listened to this album because I don't think I ever really heard anyone talking about it. Yeah, like, and the fact that I don't hear anybody talking about it, now that I've heard it, is baffling. Yeah,
like, Scarface is one of those guys that, like, it was always in my head that he's one of the most respected rappers, but, like, it's one of those, like, yeah, it's like, if you know the people talking about, you know, your favorite rappers talking about, it's like, it was never, like, a prominent, like, oh, yeah, you hear Jay-Z, and then you hear Nas, and then you hear Scarface. Like, I never hear Scarface, like, unless you're, like, either in the shit, or, you know, you're part of the South and you got that pride thing, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, man, like, respect your, you know.
The last actual track, Diary, it's a bit short, and I don't know how we feel about it as an outro, especially as a title track.
It was like, this one's supposed to be like his Nas halftime, like, oh, I was doing all that, like, you know, rapping about the reality of gangster rap shit, but here's me getting lyrical. And it's like, he's lyrical in the sense that he's using multis, but there's no, like, punchlines or, like, you know, ghoulish overkill lyrically, you know what I'm saying? Like, the sort of, like the shit that he was doing early on. Like, this sounds like the like, blank template for what he does, you know? And it was just like, so it's not like there was any lines that were just like, oh my god, that was so hilarious, or oh my god, that was so macabre what he said. It was just like, it was an okay verse, but, like, not something that someone would go like, oh man, you got it, man, I can't fuck with you. It would be like, oh, and what's the comeback? You know what I'm saying? Like, to this extent that the rest of the album sounds good, it's like he kind of earned it. So it's like, all right, you deserve to brag and say, yeah, who's fucking with this, you know? But yeah, like, it wouldn't be how I would have ended the album. I would have ended on the fucking Minds Playing Tricks. That's goddamn stellar.
Oh. This whole time I was floating between 3.5 and 4. I'm leaning over to the 4. Gotta give it the 4.
I gotta give it the 5. Like you said,
yeah.
I know that there's the moments where it's not exactly perfect, but you know how I am. I'm like, hey, if the good outweighs the bad, then I can give it the, you know what I mean? And that's how I felt about it, where it was just like, it's the other thing where it's just like, I think it was someone else that we listened to recently. It might have been the J. Cole album, where it's just like, it's not that I dislike any of these songs actively. It's just that there's not enough happening in them where it's like worth listening to this song versus that song. And with this album, like that opposite feel where it's just like, all these songs are so good that I want to listen to them regardless. And there might be stuff that's not as good, but it is such a solid listen that it's just like, but I can't even really like act like that's that big of an issue. Like, that's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm like, yo, I gotta give this with the glittering 5.
I've never really listened to DMX extensely. So this is obviously a bad entry.
Yeah,
point
right? Like,
he is not on it much.
And, oh my god, that's first of all, but then second of all, just like, right, this is not someone like lyrically in his prime in the same way that like, oh my god, yeah, if only you could hear the energy that he's bringing on, you know, It's Dark and Hell is Hot, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like the
exactly.
first 2 albums. So like,
his fucking classics, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And now I haven't exactly been someone who like, you know, was a deep fan who listened to everything, but like I was one of those, you know, like, I mean, this was the time when I didn't have the income to buy albums, so
right.
You know, the extent of which I'm absorbing music is the music videos and shit. And you know, I was always watching like someone like, oh yeah, DMX videos come on, Redman's videos come on, Method Man, you know what I'm saying? Those type of guys. So yeah, DMX is one of those guys, and I always remember like his songs were always like hot, like, you know, it was like, and it was like that level of, you know, yeah, he's like street dude, but he actually is like really lyrical, but he's not putting like really big words together, but it's still like a certain creativity to it that's like, yeah, he's a dangerous motherfucker, but like, he's not rapping the way just anyone else is rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember early on a lot of people saying that like, oh yeah, he's kind of like basically going to be the successor to Tupac. That's probably just mainly because a passionate guy rapping with a bald head. But, you know,
yeah.
But like, there really was that sense of like, no, but he is like that lyricist and like really rapping on that level in a way that you like fucking feel what he's saying. And of course there's the aesthetic of the dogs barking and shit, which was, you know, very prominent in his music. But yeah, like, so for me, it was like the big hit singles. It was those things where it's like, oh yeah, of course, DMX has the big hit single. Bring it, we right here, we're not going anywhere. Or they don't know who we be. He's just like that one.
I just remember being 11 in New Jersey and fucking Party Up being the biggest fucking, and just like, whoa, like, it's like seriously being like taking fucking notice of this guy's energy, because I had not really heard a delivery and an attitude in rap music quite like his at that point in my life.
So commanding.
Had to take notice, absolutely. Which is unfortunate, because I think I have the least to say about him on this album, just by nature of him not being on it all that much. And what I think he does deliver on here is okay, you know, but...
Well, it was released so soon after his death, it did feel like this had to have been like a project people put together, like, legit, right?
Apparently, there were only 2 completely finished songs. Skyscrapers with Bono.
Is that so?
Letter to My Son. Those were the only 2 songs that were completed.
Wow.
Leading up to the album and before he unfortunately passed away.
Yeah.
So my issue on this album, on the tracks that I do have issues with, they're not with him. It's usually with the features, because there are so many of them. I really do hate to say this, and this is probably gonna piss some people off, but allow me to explain myself as we go through here. This might be the worst tribute album, if you want to call it that, since Michael.
I was just biding my time to get to that point. I'm just saying, like,
yeah, it definitely doesn't feel as nefarious as Michael.
Right.
It doesn't feel like people trying to just cash grab off a name. And if you want to call this a tribute, on the tracks that I think are the weakest, at the very least, I still feel like it's people who are friends and people who were close to DMX, and it feels like they were having a good time.
Yeah.
And I think it's important, and I mention that whenever when we do reviews, that like that comes across. It's like, if y'all are just fucking around, that's cool. Like, if it sounds like it's something you were just putting together and you thought was dope, that's cool, and I could recognize that. But if it doesn't translate to the listener as a fucking third party, maybe it shouldn't be here.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Because, like, yeah, I still got that feel of, like, certain songs immediately give that feel of, like, this is a beat that they made to sound like that previous song that everyone knows from him. And you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of like, here's an album from this might be his like 444 and he just didn't get to release it before he died. No, like, it so feels like Biggie Smalls' Born Again album, where it's like, okay, we're going to take the one verse he recorded there and add 3 other people that, you know, he tangentially knew. And it comes across like just the first track. Sheik Louch, you know, Jadakiss, you know, like guys that he's known for collaborating with. So there is supposed to be that feel of like, hey, you know, don't you see? Like we're bringing the crew back together for one last round. But it's just so doesn't like feel like that. Like, again, like you're saying, if it's supposed to be like this tribute album, but it feels off the bat like, hey, but listen to our projects because we're going to be rapping a little bit. You know, like, it immediately has that feel because there doesn't feel like there's that, like, reference there. Like, his verse is last as if it is, like, just a normal song where it's like, oh, yeah, and the best for last, you know, instead of like, hey, here's a tribute album, boom, here's DMX first, you hear his voice, and then here are the fellas that he came up with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just felt backwards the way they did that. And then also just in general, like, the verses just weren't that great starting off. Like, I think the best verse, Styles P, I think, had the best. Yeah.
I would agree. Fucking DMX on the tail end, kinda anticlimactic with all that lead up with 3 fucking people before him. It's too much of a build up for that.
Yeah, that's what makes it special. Like, if this was like, oh, a DMX verse we hadn't heard before, where he's fucking going off, like, I would get it. And, you know, and then it would just feel like a track, like a fucking, you know, crew track. But yeah, it especially feels like, oh, and here is a verse that they had.
I gotta point out the ending of Sheik Louch's verse, because it felt a little shoehorned. Silverback N-word, can't wait for me to fall. Same time, the bitches can't wait for me to call. These hating motherfuckers I be trying to avoid. Let's do it for Brianna. Let's do this shit for Floyd.
What was that?
There's been a couple albums we've reviewed lately where at the very end of verses, they'll throw the names in there with absolutely zero context and doesn't have to do with anything else being talked about at that moment.
Like this whole verse was about killing motherfuckers, die, kill. You ain't got a call. I ain't get a call from you when my mom was in the morgues, or when a nigga, you know. So how the fuck is you my dog? That's right. I'm gonna fuck you up. No talk. The 38 revolver, just because all that shit. Oh, but we're doing this for Brianna and the police. Get out of here! What are you talking about?
I also wasn't a big fan of the "That's my dog." That's my like.
Just oh my god,
that intro was so weak. This is an opening track. Holy shit! What a misstep.
The beat sounded like kind of like janky, like it wasn't fully like either something was off the beat or they just hadn't like gotten the beat like fully like in the pocket of how the rest of the track sounded. Because something felt a little like janky and too loose about it. And I was thinking about it was this one, and I think just in general these hooks are kind of like lackluster. But I was mixing it up with the "Dogs Out" song because that one
for fuck's sake,
was just like, "Who let the dogs out?" And I'm like, are you serious?
We'll fucking get to "Dogs Out." That's the worst song on the album is "Dogs Out." We'll get to that, because we gotta do Bath Salts first. We have to go through another dog shit guest verse before we get to Lil Wayne's.
Oh, wait.
Look, can I just read from the book of Jay-Z here for a second?
Okay.
Because, Holy shit!
Verse 2, chapter 8.
Hode is the living, Coca-Cola's the sponsor. I run up with ya boo, Hove is a monster. Yeah, they like me like that. Every girl I see wanna be wifey like that. I'm the king of Zumunda, king of the summer. Come be my Kardashian, queen of the come-up. To be loved, Shakespearean, experience to be us. Jumping off boats, hopping off another cliff every 6 months. I think I need another bucket list.
Oh.
This is okay. I'm sorry. I was gonna stop because I felt like I was about to say you get the idea, but no, I'm sorry because he continues. Yeah, I think I might need a harem. I'm way too much. Y'all should share 'em. Oof. I'm feeling like a baron. All I need is a castle. Be my Halle Berry. All you need is a cat suit. All I need is heaven. I don't want the hassle. God bless the child that can hold his own. Achoo. Look, I'm sorry. Jay-Z.
You quoted the whole verse. You had to hit him with it.
First of all, the achoo is such a disrespect.
It literally was something that I wanted to like, wait, is that a reference I'm getting? Because it can't be that simple. It can't just be God bless. That can't just be the joke.
Nope, that's it. Jay-Z.
It has to be like a Robin Hood Men in Tights joke, right? Like
Jay-Z is married to
right.
one of the most widely agreed upon beautiful, sexy women in, like, celebrity status, right? Like, everyone loves Beyonce. The fucking meme. Beyonce is everyone's type. That's the meme.
Right.
Meanwhile, be my Kardashian,
What?
be my Halle Berry. What the fuck are you doing, Jay?
I always wonder about this. I mean, like, just rappers in general, but guys with, like, especially, like, prominent wives as well. Because, yeah, they rap verses where it's like, oh, baby, I'm gonna fuck you this way. It's like, do you have to have, like, a briefing with your wife? Be like, hey, look, this is just entertainment, you know? I have to do this for my job. You know, I have to brag about how I can fuck hotter bitches. It's part of the job description, okay? Like, you know?
It's like, it's not like we don't know who you're married to. You're not married to a nobody. You're married to someone, I was about to say arguably, no, universally agreed upon, more famous and popular than you, even. You can't pull this shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and just the specific wording that you, come be my Kardashian.
Ugh.
You gotta know that your friend Kanye married one and is getting divorced from one. Like, you know,
I didn't even think about that. Oh no!
Such an odd thing to bring up. And then second, on top of that, like in relation to people saying like, oh yeah, like Kanye is married to this person and Beyonce's married. Like, it was always kind of agreed upon that, like, Beyonce is the hotter of the two wives here. Like, clearly, you know, Beyonce's the one who's got stuff going on in her life, and Kardashian's the who had money already. You know what I'm saying? Like, even just like from a like, you know, respect to the person that you're fucking with, Flex, is like, Beyonce is a fucking come up. She earned her fucking place in the music world. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's someone that you prize that they fucked with you. You know, so to be like, you could be my Kardashian. What do you that's a step down, you know?
I think Nas has, well, I mean, after Jay-Z,
the better verse for sure.
The bar is set very low after Jay's, but
and look,
I had to quote,
the guy would still be fly if he worked at Popeyes.
Yeah, I'd still be fly if I worked at Popeyes. That's a whole lot of spinach. Whole game full of gimmicks. Made a fool out yourself for a post on academics. All right.
Why even bring his name up?
Yeah, you don't have to.
Year, bro.
But that definitely is throwing shade, right? Like,
yeah, no, I
that
got
has
you.
to be.
But just
So,
the fact that, like, when you look at the response, like, DJ Agadu's like, oh, thanks for shutting me up, you know, that was really cool. It's just like, you didn't even pay attention. You just like the fact that he said your name and not the fact that he's absolutely clowning on you.
Fucking George H.W. Bush playing Born in the USA at a rally ass.
Right.
Not reading the context ass.
Absolutely. But yeah, like, and then in general, like, I was thinking, so when I heard Jay-Z's verse start, like, there was a general sense of, like, a slightly tinny quality to the sound. And it felt like, is he just on his 444 shit, like, for the rest of his career now? It's just like, it purposely sounds kind of sun-bleached audio quality. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's a very generous way of putting it. For me, it just sounds phoned in.
Right, literally.
I recorded this in my bedroom on my phone and fucking sent it over WeTransfer to you.
Yeah, I'm not. You can't even say that because like phone quality is too good these days. He has to specifically be using the home phone, like that. You still pay for the landline and just hadn't like.
He got on the landline. Oh shit!
Oh man, and then and so yeah, by the time it gets to DMX's verse, like the sound quality feels like it set you up to be like okay with the fact that his sound quality doesn't sound as good. Like that's what it felt like they were doing. Like it's like, are you guys doing that like lo-fi messed up on purpose so that you're kind of more forgiving of how DMX's audio quality sounds? That's what it kind of felt like as I was listening to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it just didn't come together. Like, it felt more like the aesthetic for its own sake as opposed to, like, that fitting something, Like,
oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, at first, like, the horns were cool, but the fact that it didn't feel like it built on anything, and it felt like, you're just going for the lo-fi cheap sound on purpose, I
didn't even really pick up on that for him because I was too busy just face-palming so hard at the fucking lyrics, but I'm sorry. Lil Wayne takes the fucking cake.
Oh my lord!
For dog shit lyrics. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? I stretch your jaw out. Who next to call out? Who left to call out? You catch the fallout. You take the ball out. I get to ball out. None of you dogs can say I left my dogs out. I never dog my fellow bloodhound. I left it all out. Y'all letting it all out. Go extra hard out. Y'all ask your dog about me. Lil Tucci, baddest dog in the doghouse.
Like
Keep your bad bitch. Walk around with my bone out. She swallow puppies.
Wait.
We got PETA on the phone now. Making her pussy rain, cats and dogs. It's pouring down. Gave my dog a pound because he hit me with a couple pounds. Tell your big dog I break him down to puppy chow. Oh, Bow! I left your skull out. I DM'd DMX, said they'd never X'd your dog out.
You were waiting for that one, weren't you? That was the pièce de résistance line. See the letters of his name, and see, there's a general idea that DMX uses dogs. You see, so when I came to the verse, I knew what I had to do.
I knew the assignment. Did you? See, this is to me quintessential. Y'all are fucking around having a good time. Y'all don't care, but it doesn't translate. And this is where I think a big issue I personally have. I'm not going to say it's a problem overall with the album because I'm just going to assume this is the album they wanted to make, okay? Tonally, I get it. It's a little toss-up between they wanted to make a DMX died, we gotta make the album he would have wanted to make, we're gonna fucking go all out, and if that's the case, you probably should have sat on it a little longer.
Yeah.
And maybe not have rushed it. And on the other hand, they want to make a touching tribute, and that's where you get songs like Letter to My Son and the prayer track at the end, which I also have issue with. Not the context of it, but it sounds so bad.
Yeah, it sounds like they legit took a recording of like, DMX randomly popped up at a church and someone some old lady took their phone out and recorded like, is that I heard my kid like that DMX. You know what I mean? That's what it sounds like.
That's the thing. If it was just phone audio, it wouldn't sound this bad. This, and I know this from someone who's done bad audio editing in the past, they ran a noise cancellation filter.
So they like tried to fix it.
Maybe there was like a hum in the room, like maybe there was like an air conditioner there that was going on too loud. And you can do that, but if you raise the amount that it takes out, it gives it this weird underwater warbly effect to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it felt like.
That's what they fucking did here. If
so
y'all
weird.
just would have left the audio as it was, it probably would have sounded bad. But the point is the context and what he's saying, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Then just put it on there as is. If it's raw, and I think that adds to it. But you fucked with it and ruined the audio.
Yeah.
It sounds so bad. And you got people in the background, you kind of hear them sometimes, you kind of don't, because they're kind of being canceled out. It's just a mess.
First, I gotta talk about Money, Money, Money. Ooh, song that...
Bitches, bitches, bitches. Riches, riches, riches.
Just,
Nah.
Look, the topic is what it is, right? I mean, just seeing the title off the rip, you're like, okay, we know what this is gonna be. But I heard the beat kicks in, and it's like this fucking cool-ass, creepy organ, sounds exactly like a classic DMX song. I'm like, oh, okay. And it sounds like it's from like a sample too, maybe like from some like old French songs. So it was like, ooh, it sounds like a respectable, cool sort of sample going on.
This was the first beat I actually took note of and was like, ooh, what the fuck are they doing here?
Yeah, oh, what's going on? But then fucking Moneybagg Yo comes in, of all goddamn people, just sounding so not on board with the energy of the song. We're just like, yeah, got a lot of money, that's what I do. The beat's like, he's like, yeah, it's time to do what I normally do and talk about cat. Like, it's like, oh, come on! Like,
nope.
It's like, did you not hear this beat? Like, Jesus Christ.
I thought DMX definitely outshined Moneybags
no
on
question.
this track.
Oh my god. Like, just the fact that he started off with, ain't no such thing as enough money, I want it all. Like, he might as well just be fucking scrolling through his phone while he's rapping this verse. Like, oh, was I done rapping yet? I'm sorry. I just started saying my tax expenses. Like, sorry, let me stop recording. Like, for God, like, he just sounded so not interested, especially for a beat that's so fucking dope. And then I found out later on, so for like Swizz Beatz is like, I in general just don't like when Swizz Beatz like will do like a hook for DMX. Like, I think like there's only like a few times where it's actually where I think I like Get It On The Floor for some reason. I really like to enjoy that. Get it on the floor, you can ride to this, and that was specifically when DMX is about on his way out. But for some reason I really like that hook. But yeah, Swizz Beatz in general just doing these hooks. I think it's like a couple of years ago I made fun of him for doing some hook where he's like, when you in the club, get your hands on the floor. When you in the club, get your hands. Like, he just feels like he just so wants to be that Diddy guy, like, so bad.
Yeah.
But it's just like, no one's checking for Swizz Beatz. Oh, I gotta hear what Swizz Beatz saying on the hook. Like, no, like, he doesn't.
Yeah, I honestly, I never equate, or I never think of Swizz Beatz. Oh, what's he gotta say?
Yeah, like, you'll think of Biggie Smalls, and like, even if you're annoyed with it, you're like, oh, but P. Diddy's on the track. Like, you're actively thinking about that. No one's actively thinking about Swizz Beatz, like, rapping on DM. Like, no, you just don't think of that.
No.
But it was so, like, a thing where, you know, he's one of his bigger producers, so he was kind of like, it feels like he was tasked to handle a lot of this, and was resting on his laurels for a lot of this. Like, legit, like, I looked at the interview, and he legit just said, like, yeah, so the beat was called Money, 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 and so, you know, I like Moneybagg Yo, and his name has money in it, so I thought it'd be appropriate. It's like, seriously, that's the level of compatibility you were trying to work on here? Well, it starts with the same word. I mean, it sounds like a match made in heaven to me. Like, come on. And the thing that pissed me off even more, to the highest point of passivity, was that, like, originally Pop Smoke was supposed to be on this song. And as soon as you hear it, you're just like, yeah, that totally would have worked. But the reason why it didn't happen was apparently there was some, like, legal stuff where, like, the verse that he was going to use on here ended up being used in another song before this could come out. So they're like, well, legally, then, like, we would have been having to pay the rights for the usage of it from being sampled from that song then. And it's like, God damn it, that sucks. Because no matter what he would have said, it would have been 10 times more enjoyable than Moneybagg Yo's boring ass. It was just like, oh, and you would have at least wanted to fucking Pop Smoke and DMX, you know, old school East Coast best of versus, like, you know, the new sound that, you know what I'm saying? That's really being inspiring shit right now in New York.
That fucking makes me angry.
Right?
The lost potential, and this is what we get instead. Like, that's...
What a waste.
Oh, I wonder... I don't want to speculate too much, because I don't know what the whole, like, production of this... Like, I don't know the timeline, I guess. But I'm curious what decisions were made after DMX passed away, and which ones were, like, kind of set in stone.
Yeah.
Like, at which point was that, like, was the benchmark of quality? Because I'd imagine, oh, he passes away, this is going to be the first DMX album after he passed away, fuck. We can't skip out, we gotta pull out all the punches.
Right.
Because some choices feel like, whatever. It's just another DMX album. We can have Moneybag, we can have Moneybags on it, it's whatever.
Moneybag,
But if it was oh fuck, this is gonna be, the last one for a while, if there's any, like, stuff we have, like, in the vault, we gotta make this one count.
Right.
And then you get songs like this that just feel like that amount of thought and care wasn't really put into it. Then after that, we've got Hold Me Down.
Which, okay, so this is the better version of what we would get later on this album with Bono. Would you not agree?
I would agree. Neither song, I think, is really a knockout of the park.
No. But at the very least, like, Alicia Keys, these two sound like people that would have done a song together, maybe.
I just think both songs are such a clash, like, especially Hold Me Down. I actually did end up giving Hold Me Down a lower rating than Skyscrapers, only because I thought that, like, the Alicia Keys' involvement could have been more.
You're right.
And for what it is, it's just a sweet-sounding chorus next to some very violent verses from
usual shit.
And, like, I can appreciate the juxtaposition of that if it's done with, like, a wink, we know what we're doing. But it felt like we gotta add a touch of class to this track, and it's just Alicia Keys doing bare minimum, in my opinion. Like, if maybe you would have got the same effect if you just got a sample of someone singing. But you've got Alicia Keys there, and this is what she does, like, she should be doing more.
You know what it is? It felt to me like, again, like, to have the comparison between the later on Bono track, right? Like, it just felt like, at least this felt cohesive enough as a full song, where it felt like, oh yeah, maybe this is a full track. It's a lot more sophisticated sounding. He's got the cut-up synths and the deep piano boom. It feels like this is like something that came together. Then, oh my god, it is right afterwards. Fucking Skyscrapers. Like, it doesn't even sound like that. It sounds like fucking Wyclef Jean was trying to get his Wyclef on. It was like, we're gonna make some Grammy Award winning hip-hop here today, so we're gonna slow down the tempo and get some famous singer from the late 70s, early 80s to add a touch of class to this hip-hop track. It's just like, alright, like, no, who's fucking here for this shit? Let's get back to fucking Skyscrapers. Because, yeah, this fucking track, oh my god. The fucking, it so has that fucking, you ever heard that track, a posthumous track that, like, Eminem got Elton John to do with, like, a posthumous Tupac song or something like that? And the funny thing about it is, it's like, Bono is like, the song itself is so trying to capture that 2010s. It feels so dated, like, as soon as I said, like, what's that fucking song, I've been reading books of old, the legends and the myths.
Fucking Coldplay, something just like
this. It's so trying to go for that, like, 2010 sound, which already feels dated now, like, super high club, like, beat, but, because they want to make it really sound intense and inspirational, especially, like, at the second part where, like, Bono's trying to be a fucking hype man. He's like, put your hands up and touch the sky. Like, for this track, really, Bono? Put your hands up and touch the sky. Put your hands and touch the skyscrapers. What the fuck is going on in this hook? I'm seeing coal turn to diamonds and blind man's visions become skyscrapers. What? What does that mean?
See, I will say, though, this amount of involvement, this is what I'd want from the Alicia Keys track.
I get what you're saying. Like, it feels a lot more directly integrated. I get what you're saying. But yeah, it's just, like, the way...
It's not good, though.
Yeah, it just threw me off exactly with what he's saying. It's like, what began as a seed is no longer a dream. Let's become skyscrapers. What? I thought the blind man vision became skyscrapers. That didn't even make sense, but now we're becoming skyscrapers. Like, what are you talking about?
Who's the skyscraper?
Yeah, and like, I think this was, DMX's verse, where he was just rhyming the same shit, like, half the time. Like, whenever I went through something, it brought me closer to God. And I stayed in something, so now I'm closer to God. It's like, you gotta know that doesn't sound cool, right? Like, as you were writing that, like, come on, man.
I tried not to, in my notes, shit on DMX when he's being super introspective and reflective on, like, who he is and the hard times and, you know, the fucking come up and the struggle. But, like, yeah, it doesn't always...
that. Yeah.
The fucking payoff isn't always what you would want.
Yeah, then you got Hood Blues.
That was alright.
Yeah, I was just like, it feels like all the people that you would expect on an album like this, like, didn't really show. Like,
yeah.
I want fucking Ghostface Killer. I want fucking... who's the other boy? Mr. Wonderful. White Ghostface Killer. Come on, you know,
Action Bronson.
Action Bronson. Like, at least that's New York, you know? Like...
Yeah.
Like, what is going on? Trade that for a goddamn Bono any fucking day for a DMX album? Are you kidding me? Are you joking me?
I'm just wondering if they would have waited. Like, what this could have been if you would have given this, like, maybe another year. Like, no one was, like, banging down the fucking door asking for this, were they?
No, absolutely not.
People would have been willing to wait. Because I don't think anyone was really... Well, I guess if they already recorded 2 tracks, maybe there was a sense of anticipation for it. But I imagine, since he had just died, like, that people would understand and be like, oh yeah, you know, I'm not expecting the full thing right now, you know?
Right.
That people, like, you could have got away with a year, is what I'm saying. People wouldn't have been like, hey, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it definitely would have been a better product than what we ended up getting here.
We could have at least gotten 1 or 2 tracks that we have heard that could have sounded a little better than this. Oh my god, Take Control.
No.
No. I don't need it. I definitely don't
On
need
all
it.
fours, red wine with a blue rose. Shit's cool. A pit bull with a red nose. Man, it's so hectic. I slip out and slip back in it to redirect it. I connect it from the hip to the dip. She says she wanna fuck with a crip like Nip, so I dip. Yep, I bark and I bail and get back to the ocean like a shark or a whale. Don't tell. Shh. I'm sorry.
What? And what is the, like...
Second worst song on the album. Behind fucking Lil Wayne. This is garbage.
And what a waste of, like, oh, hey, they're sampling, like, sexual healing. Oh, they're gonna do a little something like that. But, oh, man, it's, like, any, you know, and this kind of goes back with, like, any DMX song that's like, oh, here's the song for the ladies, but it's called What These Bitches Want from it. Like, who's the song for? Do women want to hear these lyrics about how, like, again, he seems like he doesn't even give a shit. Like, the song so is trying to be, like, this was for the ladies, but the lyrics are so, like, and I get it, like, supposed to, oh, yeah, this is what real dudes would say, right? Like, but it's just like, but, I don't know, just talking to another person, you just wouldn't want to be as dismissive as you are with this person, because if so, like, why do you want to fuck this person, right? Like, it's like, look here, bitches come and bitches go, got him flying in from LA to YO, kind of surprised when you was knocking on the door, because I didn't even know you was gone. I'm like, where'd the fuck you go? What was that? Do I miss you? Do you want me to? I mean, I'm gonna say yes, it must be what you want me to do. I'm like, what the, like, it just sounds like such a sleazy douchebag, and I'm like, do you want me to think you're a sleazy douchebag? Is that the point of the song? Like, oh, I'm a douchebag and I don't really care. But the hook is all like, oh, baby, come grab a hold, you know, lovey-dovey, you love me, you know, you're thinking of me, you know, like all this sort of shit. Like, oh, I get that feeling, I need the sexual, I need some loving, like, yeah, like, so, like, what the fuck? Like,
and speaking of a waste, we know, like, sampling and interpolation, that's not cheap. Like, you had to have paid for the rights.
Right.
For the song to use it. And for this? On this track?
Yeah, and then right after that, oh, Really? A cute baby voice praying?
No.
God bless mommy and daddy. Oh, I get it. Oh, that's probably Exodus, your first son, and the younger. Did you not hear the track that just happened? Like, what?
That fucking Charlie Puth ass just making me want to listen to the original Marvin Gaye. With just fucking, you got Snoop Dogg talking about barking and slipping it out and redirecting, and then we got a fucking...
Put the dick on your back.
I don't know. But then, we get Exodus on Walking in the Rain.
This one's cool. Like, Nas has a verse on it, so, it's okay. But then he has that part of the air where it seems like he's just like slightly joking, slightly too much for what it feels like the song should be. Like by bringing up, like, he says, my life should be an Ava DuVernay flick. Denzel plays a younger Nas with some CGI. And it's like, why'd you put that image in my head? I don't get thinking seriously if I'm thinking of the fucking Irishman.
Yeah. I think Nas was definitely the star of that track.
Yeah. And then Exodus. Yes, I think that's where he talks. The kid talks again, and then "Letter to My Son," which I feel is one of the best track on here. While it does still feel kind of disjointed and disconnected with certain points, because there'll be parts where it just feels like the song will just have gone on for a while, and it'll be like, oh, and then there's another verse. Oh, okay, So that was kind of weird, but it at least had that personal touch to it, where it's like, hey, this isn't a perfect sounding song, but the point is for it to sound so personal, right? Because at the end he legit puts his number on there, it sounds like he's legit talking to his son, hey, please contact me. We should. Try to work things out, And then, at the end, you hear, I think it's Usher, but also someone else, has lyrics about, Father, I should have been there when, you needed me. I should have been there when the devil had a hold of your soul. So that kind of gets you, on an emotional level, right? And there's, a little viola solo in there that, that kind of caught me off guard, So I was like, I get the effort that's being put into the song. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I hate to sound heartless about this, but I know I'm going to.
People gonna treat you like they treated me when I was dissing that Eminem song Mockingbird. It's like, oh no, it's emotional. That means it's supposed to be good. You're supposed to like it.
No, it's not a bad song. It's just that if this wasn't on this album and the context was different,
right after a song about, I'm fucking all these bitches.
The context is what makes it, and the fact that DMX did pass away right before this came out does add the context that makes this song that much more impactful.
Right, in the grand scheme of things, yeah.
If all these things weren't in place, I guess we'd still have... I don't know the story of DMX and his son. I don't know what their relationship is like. I don't know what he's trying to... what kind of knowledge he's trying to instill, what his son's into, what he's dealing with. I don't know those bits, and again, that would probably help. But again, since I don't, it's just kind of it could be about whatever.
Yeah, and the average person's not going to know that, right? So
I'm just saying, as a song, devoid of everything around it, it's okay, but because of where it is on the album, and because it is this album, it definitely is whoa, okay.
It has a bit of heft to it by nature of, the circumstance. But, if this was DMX was alive, and this was a part of the album, it would be okay, it's nice that you're trying to reconnect with your son, but,
I ended up getting a 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5, exact same. Where it's there's one or two tracks that are kind of cool, but so much of this just feels like it should have gone back to the drawing board.
Well, that about covers it, and that about wraps it up for this week's episode of Going Off. I need to, on a personal note, let the fine folks know, and I probably should have said this at the top, but we were too busy talking about System of a Down and Weird Al, so you can see how we got distracted. It could happen to anybody. But I've launched a fan house page.
I saw that.
I'm spamming the fuck out of Twitter. RIP my Twitter feed. But what's going on there is it works essentially like Patreon, but its functionality and layout is like OnlyFans in that you've got a wall of content, and it gets posted and updated to, and you subscribe for the fee initially, and then you just see that feed pop up and stuff just showing up there. It's basically like a private timeline
I got you.
You can see once you're subscribed to the page. So plan is, as for right now, we're going to be posting new episodes that usually go live on Friday on either Monday and Tuesday. Ideally, try to get them up a little early for folks. People who are donating $5 to our Patreon, who are now subscribed for $5 to our fan house, get their name in the anybody that subscribes. I'm just saying it works the same way. Gets their name in the credits of upcoming episodes. We've got a huge backlog of a lot of behind the scenes clips of really old videos, like raw files that get edited down for the videos, and some behind the scenes footage of new episodes we're working on that I'm going to be uploading to there. Just some random odds and ends that I've had lying around on hard drives and whatnot. It's essentially, I think people who have been following for the longest would really appreciate it, because I've been on YouTube since 2008, so a lot of this stuff does kind of go back a ways, but I think things like the early access of new videos and behind the scenes stuff and videos I just happen to like take on my phone throughout the week, that it's like, do I want to post this on Twitter or Instagram? I don't know, but I think people would appreciate it if they're subscribed to the thing and they see it pop up on their on the notifications, like, Muse post something new. You see it on there. That is Fanhouse, FANHOUSE.app/riffcoms, and like the URL would suggest, there is an app you can download that just works like, scroll through, look at the feed. When new videos pop up, you can watch them on the app, you can watch them on your browser, whatever works for you. So I'm not making any promises of how often I'll post in there, but I am trying to make it pretty consistent, pretty regular, at least a couple times throughout the week, preferably closer to daily. But like I said, I'm not trying to set that expectation so early, especially since I've only been on there for a week.
The problem with daily on the internet is that, 24 hours goes by so fast. Well, I gotta post another thing.
Yeah, shit, I gotta film some. Yeah, especially because, there's some things that I do want. Like, I'm doing profiles on CDs of my CD collection. I'll just, pick one out and talk about it for a minute or two. Because I've got, 800 CDs. So, there's a lot there. So, I think, if you want to see me just, pick one out and talk about it for a minute, at complete random, I think that's one of the original things I'm doing for the page.
Go for the Alvin and the Chipmunks album first. I want to.
Oh shit!
I gotta know your free-form thoughts on that one.
Man, I don't have a record player though. It's purely there for decoration.
Look at you, fake fan.
Oh man,
called you.
Don't tell Dave Seville. He'll never let me live it down. Anyway,
on my end, I'm actually taking the next month off from Rap Critic and doing Review Anew, just because everyone should have their little bit of summer where they're not expected to work, right? And I feel man, I feel like I've just been going hopping from next thing to the next thing to the next thing.
Yeah,
I'm like, let me just not do something for a while. We'll still be doing Going Off podcast, and I'm still going to be doing streams. Actually, I'm going to be doing Twitch streams because that's way more low effort. But it's also a lot of fun where I can I set up my music, set up the music that I want to listen to. You know what I'm saying? And we have a good time with the fans and shit. So that's always just a really fun thing to do. So I want to do more of that in place of working on editing and doing Rap Critic for the next month and Review Anew. You know what I'm saying? So but definitely still check it out because the Discord's still open, where you can talk with fans and of course help promote the show as well as. Help your boy keep eating, as well as, be there to vote for when I do put up the next, voting thing. Cause, I'll do that too and be like, hey, what song would you like me to review. I did such a great job of being so concise and telling people exactly what I was trying to say about the join the goddamn Patreon and you can vote on episodes. I could have just said that. And I was like, but the way that it happens is that when you get on the website, there's a thing that at the point where
you gotta break down the mechanics.
Oh my God.
They're just not gonna understand unless they see the inner workings, you see. Yeah. You need to take the casing off so they can see the gears turning.
Oh, right, like those early 2000s technology where they're like, oh my God, look at this computer. It's colored purple and you can see the insides of it. Oh my God, it's so cool in technology. Yeah, this means nothing to you, but doesn't it look cool?
I got a phone and when it rings, these colored lights blink. That's sick. I'm making fun of it now, but I wanted all that fucking shit. Dude, I wanted the see-through phone. I wanted the see-through computer. I wanted the see-through Game Boy. All that shit.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I still kind of want it now.
It's sick. It's a really cool aesthetic.
and what's it hurting? Like, there's a casing over it, so you're not actually like breaking anything. It's just cool to see what it looks like. You know.
Let me see it, cowards. I want to see the inner workings.
Stop hiding it. Stop trying to make it look clean. You know, give me the gritty technology.
What's in there that I'm not supposed to know?
Yeah.
What do you not want us to see?
No, if they fuck up and show us the inner workings, one day they're gonna fuck up and do it on the wrong product, and it's gonna be like there's gonna be some sort of chip in there that's supposed to be like mind controlling, like in the fucking Josie and the Pussycats movie, with those headphones, but they're gonna accidentally be like giving them out, with the cover so that you can see underneath it, and like, oh no, they weren't supposed to see the evil chip.
Well, we've got all of our other links in the description for our link trees to our Twitters, our YouTubes, our Patreons, Ko-fis. The fan house link is in there. RC's Twitch link, I assume, is in there. I don't want to speak for you. I assume it is. But we got all that shit. So you know where to go, and you're never going to miss a bit of our content. But until next time, for Going Off, I'm Muse.
And I'm Rap Critic, and look, fuck you, fuck the plane you flew in on, fuck them shoes, fuck them socks with the belt on it, fuck your accent, fuck them cheap ass cigars, fuck your yuck mouth teeth, fuck your hairpiece, fuck your chocolate, fuck Guy Ritchie, fuck Prince William, fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room, and if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out you.